Do you think the PGA Tour guys are upset that they're taking away spotlight from them? No, I think they're excited that the best athlete in the world is engaged in the game of golf. And I think the women think no differently. You've got the best or the most prominent women's sports star that is interested in our game. That's a good thing.
Caitlin Clark has been a headline magnet since the first time she touched a basketball. And she's doing it again. But this time, the spotlight isn't on the hardwood. Instead of sinking logo threes, she's trading sneakers for spikes and taking her game to the fairways. Caitlin is making her return to the LPGA Pro Am, the Annika, hosted by golf legend Annika Sorenstam at Florida's Pelican Golf Club. But let's be clear, this isn't just another celebrity appearance. It's a cultural moment. Last year, she teed off alongside world number 1 Nelly Korda, and that pairing lit up the sports world. Now she's back, and the message couldn't be louder. Caitlin Clark isn't just dominating basketball. She's redefining what it means to be a modern female athlete. One who can effortlessly cross worlds and still command the spotlight. So here's the question. Why can't the WNBA market Caitlin the way the LPGA does? Sound off in the comments below.
My name's Megan Johnston, and I'm an LPGA Top 50 instructor. Today, I'm going to break down some of my favorite things from the super athletic Caitlin Clark. In her backswing, some of my favorite parts are the change in knee flexion, so you can see that her right leg gets taller. This allows a really large turn, and in turn, that allows her hands to get super deep. What we mean by that is instead of her hands covering her face, her hands are all the way back here. And these keys are going to generate a lot of club head speed.
What's most impressive isn't just that Caitlin Clark is participating. It's how the LPGA has embraced her. They didn't invite her as a token celebrity. They built an entire moment around her, from the promotion to the press coverage to the fan experience. The LPGA turned her appearance into a full-on cultural event. Now, compare that to the WNBA, a league that somehow manages to treat its biggest superstar like an inconvenience. One organization celebrates her as a partner. The other seems to view her as a problem. The contrast couldn't be more striking. In fact, that single LPGA event last year created more buzz, more positivity, and more genuine excitement than most of Caitlin's entire WNBA season. So in this video, we're breaking down how golf's biggest names welcomed Caitlin Clark with open arms, and how the WNBA, once again, fumbled the bag.
Quite amazing for a Wednesday. I mean, there's so many media here from all different sort of media aspects, local news, lots of reporters around that you normally wouldn't see on a Wednesday out here at an LPGA event. All the spectators are all waiting to get their final glimpse of Caitlin, hopefully a final autograph.
When Caitlin Clark arrived at Pelican Golf Club, it was immediately clear that the LPGA knew exactly what they had. A global phenomenon who brings ratings and attention simply by showing up. They didn't tuck her quietly into the schedule or treat her like a novelty act. Instead, they paired her with world number 1 Nelly Korda. That wasn't coincidence. That was strategy. It was a masterclass in marketing. Golf's most dominant player alongside basketball's biggest star. 2 worlds, 1 tee box. The buzz was instant. Before Caitlin even took her first swing, the internet was already on fire. You could feel the anticipation ripple across social media, electric, undeniable. This wasn't a sideshow. It was a union of greatness.
And you've been seeing Nelly Korda do that over and over again for 6 holes now.
It's just satisfying. The way she hits the ball is just satisfying. It's pretty awesome.
The LPGA didn't waste a single second. They knew exactly what they had, and they made sure the entire world saw it. The Golf Channel even changed its programming to air parts of Caitlin's round live, something it had never done before for a Pro-Am event. Within minutes, her drives and putts were everywhere, flooding Twitter, TikTok, and ESPN highlights. Suddenly golf, yes golf, felt like appointment viewing again.
And just seeing the national media members that have arrived here, the basketball media that's here to cover Caitlin Clark, and what's sure to be a really special day in the women's game tomorrow.
Then Annika Sorenstam herself summed it up perfectly. What Caitlin brings isn't just talent, it's the ability to attract and inspire. That line went viral because it's true. Caitlin isn't just a basketball player. She's a cultural bridge, connecting fans across sports, generations, and interests. Wherever she goes, new audiences follow. And this year's event, coming up in November, is shaping up to be even bigger. Fully televised worldwide, with expanded access for fans both on-site and online. The LPGA is all in, and it's paying off.
You're right. I mean, it just puts our tournament in a different limelight and just different excitement. You know, they're streaming the summit today. They'll be streaming the Pro-Am. I mean, things that we haven't seen before. You know, wherever she goes, she's been selling out. So hopefully we'll sell out here too. So we're excited about that.
And here's what makes it all feel so genuine. Caitlin didn't show up pretending to be someone she's not. She's been playing golf since she was a kid, and she truly loves the game. This wasn't a PR stunt or a photo op. It was something real. After draining a long putt, she smiled and said, "I'm not a professional golfer, but I love being out here. It's all about the challenge and the mental focus." And that's exactly why people connect with her. She's fiercely competitive, yet completely relatable. Confident, but never arrogant. In a sports world full of scripted sound bites and corporate polish, Caitlin just shows up, plays, laughs, and reminds everyone what authenticity really looks like.
Hey, for some golf.
Perfect out here.
I never golf this early in the morning. I grew up in Des Moines and I played there a ton. And honestly, I try to get back there as much as I can to play with my family. My dad plays a lot. My older brother plays a lot. So, you know, it's super fun.
The result? Pelican tickets sold out. Fans lined the ropes hours early just to catch a glimpse of her. Even professional golfers were asking for selfies. The LPGA didn't just host an event. They created a movement. They proved something the WNBA still refuses to learn. When you embrace Caitlin Clark, everybody wins. And that's where the contrast becomes undeniable. The LPGA saw an opportunity and seized it, leaning into Caitlin's crossover appeal and turning her participation into a celebration of women's sports unity. Meanwhile, the WNBA, her own league, continues to treat her success like a threat. At this point, it's almost comical.
Higher television ratings, higher attendance figures. Ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't come courtesy of a league. It comes courtesy of the players that play in the league. And in her case, she was the most popular, which means she could have helped your bottom line, which means you should have seen that from day one and maximized it. But you didn't do it.
Caitlin Clark's first 2 seasons were nothing short of legendary. 62 records shattered, a franchise reborn, sold-out crowds in every city, even a top 5 MVP finish as a rookie. Her second season, though cut short by injury, was shaping up to be another historic run. That's once-in-a-generation dominance. And in any other league, she'd be the centerpiece of a full-scale marketing campaign. But instead, the WNBA gave her a ceremony that looked more like a high school pep rally. Remember her Rookie of the Year presentation? No fans, no broadcast, no energy, just a quiet gym and a plaque. It was embarrassing, especially when compared to Paige Bucher's award presentation earlier this year. Live TV sponsors fans' excitement. The WNBA had a golden opportunity to make Caitlin Clark's moment special, and they blew it. Meanwhile, the LPGA took the opposite approach. They didn't just invite her, they featured her. They built storylines around her pairing with Nelly Korda, highlighted her in leadership forums alongside Annika Sorenstam, and treated her as an equal, not an outsider. Every detail was intentional. Every move sent the same message. This is how you honor a generational talent. The LPGA understood something simple that too many others missed. Caitlin Clark isn't competition, she's collaboration. She makes every room she enters bigger. She lifts up the people around her. She drives sponsorships, ratings, and relevance, not just for herself, but for everyone. And instead of fearing that, the LPGA leaned into it.